I never believed in curses or cosmic jokes until the moment I cracked open that goddamn box and watched my mother-in-law's smug face dissolve into mine like ink in water. My 5-year-old daughter, Lily, had screamed, "Mommy, don't," her tiny fists pounding my thigh as if she could punch fate back into hiding, but I laughed it off. Because what kind of monster ignores a child's plea on her own birthday? 30 seconds later, I wasn't Eva anymore. I was trapped in her withered skin, staring at my own stolen reflection. And the rage hit like a freight train from Jersey, pure, unfiltered, American fury. The kind that topples empires and burns bridges without a second thought. It started innocently enough. Or as innocent as family gatherings get in this cutthroat city. New York chews people up and spits them out. But we'd carved out our slice in a brownstone on the Upper West Side, me, my husband Tom, and Lily. Tom was the golden boy, heir to his family's real estate fortune, the kind of trust fund trust that bought penthouses and politicians. His mother, Vivian Hargrove, was the queen bee, a silver-haired viper in Chanel suits who ran Hargrove Properties like a personal fiefdom. She hated me from the jump. Trailer trash with ambition, she'd whisper at cocktail hours, her voice dripping with that old money disdain that makes you want to key a Bentley just for the satisfaction. I'd clawed my way up from nothing, a foster kid in Philly, waitressing at dives until I landed a scholarship to NYU. That's where I met Tom, in a poli-sci seminar where he quoted Ayn Rand like gospel, and I called him out for being a walking contradiction. We fell hard. The way millennials do. Late-night ramen debates turning into rooftop proposals under the Empire State glow. But Vivian? She saw me as the interloper, the gold digger who'd dilute the bloodline. Lily's birth only fueled her fire, my miracle baby, after years of fertility hell, while Vivian's own daughter had bailed on the family's circus years ago. The gift arrived that morning, October 15th, my 35th birthday, via a liveried courier who wouldn't meet my eyes. It was a box the size of a shoebox, heavy for its heft, wrapped in silk that screamed heirloom. The card, "Darling Eva," a token from the heart. May it bind us closer. Love. Vivian. Tom was at the office, closing some high-rise deal in Midtown, so it was just me and Lily in the kitchen, her giggling over pancakes while I sipped black coffee, scrolling Zillow for dream homes we couldn't afford without his mom's strings. Lily froze mid-bite, her syrup-smeared face going pale as the box thudded onto the counter. "Mommy?" "No." Grandma said not to open presents from her. Ever. Her voice was a whisper, eyes darting like she'd seen a ghost. At 5. Kids say wild shit. Fairies in the radiator. Monsters under the bed. But this? It chilled me. Vivian had been visiting more lately. Her grandma spoiling, sessions leaving Lily withdrawn, clutching that ratty teddy like a shield. I'd chalked it up to separation anxiety. But now, "Baby, it's just a gift," I cooed, ruffling her curls. "Grandma loves you. Lies we tell to keep the peace." I tugged the ribbon, the silk whispering like a threat, and lifted the lid. Inside, an antique locket on a silver chain, Victorian era, engraved with swirling initials VH. And Yem? My initials, but off, like a forgery. Nestled beside it, a vial of clear liquid, no bigger than a perfume sample, labeled in faded script, "Essence of Kinship." Some essential oil bullshit? Vivian's latest wellness fad? Lily bolted, screaming from the breakfast nook. "Don't open it. It's bad. Mommy, it changes everything." I rolled my eyes, kids and their imaginations, but curiosity bit hard. I uncorked the vial, A faint scent wafting up, jasmine and something metallic, like old coins. One whiff, and the room spun. My vision blurred, Lily's cries echoing as if from underwater. Then, blackness. When I came to, I was on the floor, but nothing felt right. My hands, wrinkled, veined like maps of forgotten rivers, pushed me up. I staggered to the hallway mirror, and the scream that ripped from my throat wasn't mine. It was deeper, raspier, laced with decades of martinis and boardroom battles. Staring back, Vivian Hargrove's face, all sharp cheekbones and Botox-taut skin, her signature pearl earrings dangling from lobes that weren't mine. But her eyes, my eyes, wide with horror. "Mom," Lily's voice, small and trembling, from the kitchen. I whipped around, and there she was, me. My body, my face, frozen in shock, the locket clutched in my own manicured hands. But the eyes, cold, triumphant, Vivian's calculating blue. "What the fuck?" My voice, her voice boomed out, laced with that patrician drawl. Lily whimpered, backing away. The imposter in my skin smiled, slow and serpentine. "Language, dear. We wouldn't want to scare the child." She straightened, smoothing my yoga pants like they were couture. "Welcome to your new reality, Eva. Or should I say, Evelyn." Evelyn. The name hit like a gut punch. Not Eva, Evelyn Marie, the girl I'd buried with my past. Foster records sealed. But Vivian. She dug. "How? And why?" I lunged. But her body, my old body, was sluggish, joints protesting like rusty hinges. She sidestepped effortlessly, scooping Lily up with a coup that turned my stomach. "Sure, baby girl. Mommy's just adjusting. You're not her," I snarled, Vivian's vocal cords straining against the words. Lily buried her face in the thief's neck, my neck, and sobbed. The front door clicked open. Tom. Home early with roses and that boyish grin. "Happy birthday, babe." "What's with the—" He stopped dead, eyes flicking between us, his wife holding their daughter, beaming, and his mother, disheveled on the floor, raging. "Tom, darling," the fake me purred, "your mother's had a spell. We need to call the doctor." He bought it. Of course he did. Vivian Hargrove was the sun in his sky. I was the pretty shadow. By evening, I was bundled into an ambulance, Vivian's private doc on speed dial, while Eva played the concerned wife, tucking Lily in with stories I used to tell. Sedated in a private room at Mount Sinai, the truth clawed its way out through the haze. That locket? Not an heirloom. A relic from some black market occultist in the village, peddled to desperate heiresses chasing youth or revenge. The essence? A catalyst, distilled from blood and bone, family ties twisted into a swap spell. Vivian hadn't just stolen my body, she'd engineered it. For years. Flashback to our wedding night, 2010. That lavish affair at the plaza. Vivian's toast. To new beginnings. And old sins forgiven. I'd laughed. Tipsy on Veuve. But later, alone in the bridal suite, Tom confessed, whispered, really about the family skeleton. His father, Richard Hargrove, hadn't died in a hunting accident in the Adirondacks. Vivian had shot him. Point blank. Over some affair she'd uncovered. Tom was 18, home from Yale, Walked in on the aftermath. Blood on the Persian rug. Vivian cradling the gun. His dad gurgling his last. She made me promise, Tom said, tears streaking his tux. Said it'd ruin us all.
So I
cleaned it up. Lied to the cops. Said it was suicide. I'd borne it for him. For us. When the DAs circled back years later, some nosy reporter sniffing for a book, I took the fall. Anonymous tip? Bullshit. Vivian planted it. Framed me as the jealous mistress with a grudge. I confessed to tampering with evidence. Got probation. Community service. My law career? Torched before it ignited. Tom proposed right after. To make it right, but Vivian? She loomed. Her gratitude a noose. Your family now. Evelyn. Bound by blood.
bound.
The word echoed as I ripped the 4 from Vivian's arm. My arm now. Frail and furious. She'd swapped to escape justice. To bury Evelyn Marie forever under Eva's facade. But Lily. The warning. My girl knew.
How?
Discharged the next day, delirium from low blood sugar, the doc lied. Pocketing Vivian's envelope, I slunk back to the brownstone like a ghost in Gucci loafers. Tom was at work. Eva was at preschool pickup. I rifled her study, Vivian's study, all leather-bound ledgers and crystal decanters. There, a hidden drawer, unlocked in haste. Letters, yellowed, from a clinic in Switzerland. Body transference protocol, viable with genetic match and catalyst ingestion. Reversal requires mutual consent or demise of host.
Host. Me.
Reduced to a vessel. And below, photos. Lily at 3. Vivian pressing that locket to her chest. Whispering. Indoctrination. My daughter. Groomed to fear the box. To protect the spell. Rage boiled. Hot as summer asphalt. I wasn't going gentle into that good night. Vivian had power, board seats, PAC donations, judges in her pocket, but I had her body. Her access. Revenge wasn't a plan, it was oxygen. First move, infiltrate. I called myself from a burner, Vivian's old flip phone, stashed in her purse. Darling, it's me. We need to talk. The plaza. Noon. Come alone. She arrived, strutting in my Lululemon like she owned it, which she did.
Now.
Coffee in hand, she slid into the booth, smirking, enjoying the view from the cheap seats. Evelyn. I leaned in, Vivian's pearls clacking. Cut the shit. Lily knows.
How?
Her laugh tinkled like ice and scotch. Children are perceptive. I told her stories about the wicked witch who stole Daddy's love. You?
Dear.
The box? A fairy tale prop.
But the swap.
Necessary. Richard's ghost haunts us. The feds are reopening the case. Some hack journalist with your old Philly ties. In your body. I'm clean. Untouchable. Lies layered like varnish. I knew better. The real hook. Her daughter. Tom's sister.
Claire.
Missing since '05. Runaway to Europe. Vivian's emails hinted otherwise. Claire had discovered the murder. Confronted her. Accident, Vivian wrote to a fixer. Like Richard. I'd borne sins not mine. The cover-up.
The frame. Now.
Her empire. Give it back, I hissed. Or I burn it all. Her eyes, my eyes narrowed. Try it. You're me now. Senile old bat. Meddling in family affairs. Tom's already drafting power of attorney. I smiled. Vivian's lipstick cracking. Controversial decision 1. Leverage the kid. Lily comes with me. Today. She blanched. You wouldn't. Watch me. We warred in shadows. I scooped Lily from preschool, her face lighting like dawn when she saw Grandma. Nana? Is Mommy back? Soon. Peanut. We fled to a safe house, Vivian's Hampton's cottage. Ironically,
Keys on her fob.
Tom called. Frantic. Mom. What the hell? Eva's hysterical, says you're kidnapping Lily. Gaslighting. Son. Your wife's cracking.
Meds.
Maybe. I hung up. Heart splintering. Betrayal's blade cuts both ways. Nights blurred, Lily's bedtime stories in Vivian's quaver. Her little hand in my spotted one. I plotted via her laptop, Hargrove servers hacked with passwords from muscle memory. Emails to allies. Vivian stepping down. Health concerns. Stocks dipped. Whispers of scandal rippled Wall Street. She struck back. Cops at the door. Elder abuse report. I played the frail matriarch. Tears streaming. My daughter-in-law. Unhinged since the baby.
Please.
Check on Lily. They left. Unconvinced. But the seed planted. Climax brewed at the family gala. Hargrove's annual black tie bash at the Met. I arrived as Vivian, gowned in emerald silk, diamonds winking like lies. Eva was there, arm in arm with Tom, the picture of poise. Lily, in frills, clung to her mommy, but her eyes found mine across the chandeliered hall, pleading. Toasts rang. To legacy. Vivian's protégé, a slick VP named Harlan, raised his glass. I waited. Vial in clutch, the reversal essence, synthesized from her lab notes. Controversial decision 2. Poison the well. Not lethal, but truth serum. Black market brew to force confession mid-speech. Harlan droned. I slipped to the podium. Microphone hot. A word, if I may. The crowd hushed. Vivian Hargrove. Rarely sentimental. My son. Tom. I began. Voice steady. Knows our truths. The accident that wasn't. Richard's blood on our hands. Gasps rippled. Tom's face drained. Eva's mask cracked. She lunged on stage. But security, my call, held her. I uncorked the vial, splashing her, my face. She sputtered, eyes glazing. Tell them, I commanded. Evelyn's sin was mine. The gun.
Claire.
All of it. Words tumbled. The murder. The frame. Claire's disappearance into a watery grave off Montauk. The swap for youth. For absolution. The crowd erupted. Phones out. Live streams igniting Twitter with Hargrove horror. Twist came as sirens wailed. Tom.
Pale.
Approached.
Mom.
Eva?
How?
Not my reveal. Hers. In the chaos, Eva laughed, wiping her face. Amateur. Decaf essence placebo. She produced the real locket, chain glinting. You think I'd come unprepared? The spell's keyed to intent. Yours, revenge, sealed it permanent.
No.
My research, mutual consent or demise. Her eyes gleamed. Vivian's. Not mine. But the demise? Yours. Evelyn. Always was. Flash. The original frame. Not just evidence tampering. Vivian's doctor, Paid off, diagnosed me with hysteria post-probation. Pills laced. Records forged. Cancer. Stage 4. Incurable. I'd borne her kill, now. Her escape from mortality. My body healthy, young, hers forever. Controversial Decision 3. The Endgame. As cuffs snapped on her, confession viral. Empire crumbling, I pressed the locket to her throat. Lily, I whispered to my girl in the wings. Run to daddy. The snap echoed like a gunshot. Not murder, Mercy. Suicide by proxy? She slumped, my face serene in death. The spell recoiled, essence flooded back. Agony ripped, bodies inverting in a vortex of light and screams. I woke in my skin, gasping on the gala floor. Tom cradled me, Lily sobbed, Mommy. Vivian's husk nearby. Medics swarming. Justice? The headline screamed vindication. Heiress confesses in freak meltdown. But whispers. Witchcraft. Or breakdown. Tom divorced me quietly, too much taint, taking Lily halftime. His mother's ghost between us. I rebuilt in Philly. Law firm for the framed. But nights? I see her eyes in the mirror. Wondering, did I kill the monster? Or become her? Happy? Tragic? You decide. In America, revenge is just another hustle. Win some. Lose your soul. The dust settled like fallout over Gotham's skyline. But the half-life of scandal is eternal in this town. 6 months post-gala. I was Evelyn Marie again. Eva to the few who mattered, but the swap's echo lingered. A phantom itch under my skin. Tom's lawyers circled like vultures. Custody battles dragging through family court on Center Street, where judges with Hargrove donations pretended impartiality. Lily shuttled between us. Her teddy bear threadbare from white-knuckled grips. Miss Nana, she'd whisper on my weekends, and it'd gut me because in those stolen hours as Vivian, I'd been her anchor. Frail hands braiding hair. Voice croaking lullabies.
Now?
I was the villain mom. The one who caused Grandma's heart attack. It wasn't a heart attack. Autopsy sealed. Asphyxiation. Consistent with choking on a necklace chain. No charges, self-defense. They ruled. After Eva's ravings painted me the victim. But the blogs feasted. Body-snatching heiress or delusional divorcee? TikToks dissected the live stream. Conspiracy nuts claiming CGI swaps. QAnon types yelling satanic rituals. I ignored it. Holing up in a one-bed in Hell's Kitchen. Scraping by on freelance paralegal gigs. American dream inverted, from Upper West wife to solo warrior.
Coffee black.
Dreams bloodshot. The betrayal festered deeper than the murder cover. Vivian's secret? Layered. I'd found Claire's file in the cottage safe, diary entries. Scrawled in a sister's hand. 2005. Mom's unraveling. Dad's accident was no accident, she confessed after too much gin. I confronted her. She laughed. Said blood will out. Now she's dosing my drinks. Talking essence from some Euro quack. Gotta run. Last page. If I vanish. Tell Tom.
Love.
See. Vivian hadn't just killed Richard. She'd hunted Claire. Staging the yacht drowning off the vineyard. Body never found. Poetic. For a woman who erased lives like bad debts. And me, the patsy. Post-wedding, Vivian fed Tom doubts. Evelyn's unstable, those foster scars. When the DA knocked, she slipped me the confession script, laced with threats. Sign. Or Lily's next. I'd signed. Thinking family first. Stupid. In Philly, Foster family meant survival. Not this viper pit. Revenge Phase 2 ignited at a deposition. Tom's attorney, a weasel named Kessler from Skadden, grilled me on the gala. Mrs. Hargrove, excuse me? Yes. Malone, care to explain the theatrical elements? His smirk screamed billable hours. I leaned forward, voice steady as subway rails. Theatrical? Like framing your client's wife for murder cover-up. Objection. Sustained, but the seed sprouted. That night, burner in hand, I called Harlan, the VP who'd toasted legacy. Vivian spoke through me. You knew about Claire. Silence. Then, who is this? The ghost. Meet me. The old spot. The old spot. A dive off Wall Street, where execs drowned ethics in bourbon. Harlan arrived. Tie, askew. Eyes darting like a rat in daylight. 50-something. Ex-frat boy with a comb-over and a god complex. Vivian's right hand. Literally rumors of affairs. Boardroom blowjobs for promotions. You are screwing her, I said flatly, sliding him a scotch. Claire walked in. Vivian paid you to sink the boat. He choked. Amber spilling. Bullshit. I loved Claire, college sweethearts. Vivian. She forced it.
Said it'd secure my shares if I
Helped with the accident.
confession too.
I recorded it. App humming silent. Controversial decision for blackmail. Not for cash. Hargrove was toxic assets now, but leverage. Testify. Full immunity. Or this hits the SEC. He balked. You'll destroy me. Already destroyed. Your choice.
He chose.
Don raid on his office yielded emails. Vivian's directives. Coded as Project Kinship. The essence? Sourced from a Swiss lab experimenting on twins, genetic mirrors for transference therapy. Vivian. Terminal lymphoma she'd hidden. Sought immortality via me. The perfect vessel. Young. Fertile. Untainted by Hargrove's sins. Lily's warning? Groomed during playtime. Vivian planting tales of magic boxes that steal mommies. My girl.
5.
Decoding the cult. Tom got wind via Kessler's frantic texts. He showed at my door unannounced. Rain-slicked trench coat. Eyes hollowed by betrayal.
Eva.
Is it true?
Mom.
Claire? We talked till the bodega below shuddered. Real talk. Philly Blunt meets Wasp Whisper. He wept for his sister. Rage for his mother. I should have seen. But you killing her? On live stream?
Chokehold or spellbound, I snapped.
She stole my life, our life. He reached for my hand. I flinched. Lily needs us. Both. Tempting. But trust? Shattered like the locket shards I'd buried in Riverside Park. Instead, help me end it. Full exposure. He nodded. Broken king abdicating. We leaked Harlan's tape to the Times, anonymous, via a stringer I'd known from NYU days. Headline: Hargrove Empire built on blood. New allegations in heiress death. Stocks cratered 40%. Board ousted Tom as interim CEO. Installing a cleanup crew. Vivian's allies scattered. Senators denying donations. Socialites ghosting galas. But the antagonist's ghost lingered. Vivian's will. Probated swift. Everything to Evelyn Marie Malone, via a codicil, to the daughter who bore my burdens. Trap or twist. The reading, in a mahogany-paneled office on Park Avenue, revealed the reversal. Not malice. But amends? No, deeper. Attached letter. Her script. Evelyn. You were always the stronger. Richard's death? Self-inflicted. He begged me to end it. ALS ravaging. I pulled the trigger for Mercy.
Claire?
She jumped. Depression. The essence of placebo for her pain. I framed you to bind Tom to us, the family he needed. The swap? My final gift. Live my years. Expose the lies. Forgive or finish it.
V.
Bullshit epiphany or dying con. The fortune, $200 million. Trusts. Properties mine if I sign silence. Controversial decision 5. Torch it. I donated to victims' funds, foster care, wrongful convictions, keeping the brownstone for Lily's stability. Tom proposed reconciliation, co-parent, coexist. I wavered. Lily's birthday loomed. 6 now. Cake requests for magic-free parties. In her eyes, I saw the hook, innocence born of our sins. Revenge climax redux, the press conference. Tom and I, side by side. No scripts. The Hargrove name ends with truth, he said. I followed. I was swapped. Stolen. But I clawed back. For my daughter. For the sister we lost. No more secrets. Flashbulbs popped. Questions flew. Witchcraft. Was it real? Real as betrayal, I shot back. American as apple pie and cover-ups. Aftermath. Therapy marathons. Lily's drawings of 2 mommies. 1 safe. Tom and I. Friends with benefits. Custody dates blurring into diner runs. His hand on mine tentative. Happy? The fortune-funded scholarships in Claire's name. I lawyered for the voiceless. But shadows, dreams of Vivian's laugh. My face in the mirror sometimes hesitating, who's looking back. Twist's tail. A package arrived. Unmarked. Inside a new locket. Empty vial. Note. For the next chapter.
Choose wisely.
L. Lily's printing. Her gift from art class. Or warning. Debate rages in comment sections. Hero or monster. In this tense tapestry. Maybe both. That's the American way. Revenge served raw. With a side of what-ifs. A year blurred into the rear view. New York's relentless churn grinding grudges to dust. Lily turned 7 in a park picnic, no boxes. No essences. Just balloons and bad karaoke of Taylor Swift tracks. Tom and I had settled into a fragile détente, shared lease on the brownstone. His room down the hall. My heart gated like a speakeasy. Nights. We'd crack open Malbecs on the fire escape. City hum below. Dissecting Vivian's letter like Talmud scholars. Mercy killing, he'd muse. Swirling his glass. Or gaslighting from the grave, I'd counter. Doesn't matter. She stole us, body, soul. But doubt crept, controversial as admitting defeat. The donation checks cleared, Claire's fund raised millions. Plaques on youth centers from Philly to the Hamptons. Harlan testified. Plea deal for lesser charges, manslaughter. Not murder. The DA dropped the accident reopens. Vivian's confession ruled hallucination from undisclosed substances. Poetic justice. Or whitewash. In America. Money launders sins. My practice boomed. Malone advocacy. Pro bono for the framed. A client, junkie pinched for a dealer's hit, echoed my past. Took the fall for the boss. Your honor. Loyalty. See, I won his acquittal. But his eyes haunted. Mirrors of mine. Pre-swap. Power's illusion. I had the gavel now. But Vivian's shadow loomed. Her empire's remnants funding my foes. The antagonist evolved. Not her flesh, but spawn, a cousin, Pierce Hargrove, slithering from the woodwork. Bearded venture bro. Silicon Valley transplant with a Hargrove trust and grudge. He cornered me at a fundraiser, Met Gala afterparty. Donors in black tie. Champagne flutes clinking like accusations. Cousin Evelyn, he drawled. Breath fury. Heard you oft, Aunt Viv. Family tradition. I stiffened. Kate spade clutch digging into palm. Tradition's dead. Like your relevance. He laughed. Low and loaded.
Nah.
She left me scraps, offshore accounts, the essence patents. You think the swap was solo? I sourced the lab. For a cut. Twist inverted. Not Vivian's solo madness, but a cabal. Pierce, the mook with means, had peddled the tech to desperate dynasties, tech bros chasing eternal youth, housewives fleeing menopause. Vivian was test case, he bragged,
Cornering me by the coat check.
You, the upgrade. But Lily, she's next gen. Genetic match squared. Horror iced my veins. Lily, our girl, as vessel? For what? His crypto-fueled immortality scam? Controversial decision 6. Go nuclear. I feigned interest. Show me the files. Luring him to a meet at the old cottage. Tom tailed. Wired. Lily safe with a sitter. Drawing superhero moms. Pierce arrived cocky. USB in pocket. Blueprints. Test subjects runaways. Addicts. Volunteers vanished into Swiss clinics. Join or jail, I said. Tom's voice crackling in my earpiece. Feds are en route. He lunged, drunk. Desperate, fists flying. Struggle spilled to the dock. Waves lapping like Claire's ghost. I twisted free. His bulk teetering. Mercy, he gasped, echoing Vivian.
No.
I shoved self-defense. Again.
Splash.
Bodies sank. Sirens wailed from the horizon. Cleanup. Pierce's laptop yielded gold. Emails chaining Vivian to the ring. Her gift, a recruitment ploy. Feds swarmed. Indictments flying. Trafficking. Experimentation. My name cleared fully. Whistleblower status. Book deals knocking. Tom proposed for real. Ring glinting under Broadway lights. Build new legacy. With me. I said yes. Tentative as spring thaw. Lily cheered. 2 birthdays now. Wedding small city hall. Falafel truck reception.
Honeymoon?
Road trip. Route 66 Redux. Shedding East Coast chains. But the UM'd tension peaked in quiet. Vivian's locket. Rest strung. On Lily's dresser. A pretty necklace. Mommy, she'd ask. Innocent. Family heirloom, I'd reply. Throat tight. Hidden secret unearthed. The vial's residue. Tested, placebo. As she claimed. No magic. Just madness. The swap? Hypnosis. Drugs. Theater. Her essence a roofy cocktail. The spell suggestion and sleight of hand. I'd born illusion. Not incantation. Final twist. Truth reversed thrice. Vivian hadn't stolen my body. She'd exposed my fractures. The frame? My subconscious guilt. Foster paranoia manifesting in signed confessions.
Claire? Suicide.
Vivian's cover to protect Tom from pain. The murder? Richard's plea. Mercy unasked. Her letter, not con, but confession, dying wish for me to claim the throne. Dismantle the rot.
Bi kịch o có hậu.
I chose agency. Burn the locket in a Central Park bonfire. Ashes to wind. Lily thrived ballet recitals. Science fairs. Tom and I fought fair. Loved fierce. Therapy Tuesdays. The Empire? Repurposed green housing. Not high-rises, scholarships. Not scandals. Yet. Intense dreams. I swap back, Vivian's eyes in mine, whispering, who won? Evelyn. Readers debate, redemption arc or delusion. In this dark American odyssey, revenge isn't victory, it's the mirror, cracking under scrutiny. Choose your reflection.
Me?
I'll take the scars. The kids laugh. The man who stayed. Everything changed that birthday.
All right.
For the better. Or the brink. Your call.